High above the mountains lives one of nature's most powerful aerial predators, the golden eagle. Golden eagles establish large territories where mountains, cliffs, open country, and reliable prey provide the resources a family needs. Their broad wings allow them to exploit rising columns of warm air, conserving energy while searching enormous areas from above. The golden feathers behind the head give this species its familiar name. Female golden eagles are typically larger than males, a common pattern among many birds of prey. A large part of an eagle's daily routine is surprisingly quiet, resting, preening, watching, and conserving a nen. Keeping every flight feather in good condition is essential because an eagle depends on its wings for hunting, travel, and survival. When conditions are favorable, the hunt begins.
Golden eagles use exceptional eyesight to search for mammals and birds across open terrain. Rather than wasting energy flying continuously, the eagle uses the landscape and wind to its advantage.
Golden eagles can form long-term pair bonds, often returning to the same territory year after year.
Pairs may perform spectacular aerial displays, especially during the breeding season.
These displays help strengthen pair bonds and communicate ownership of the breeding territory.
A breeding pair must also defend valuable territory from other golden eagles.
Territorial encounters can become intense aerial chases, but physical combat is not always necessary.
Once the threat is gone, the pair returns to the familiar rhythm of their territory.
Golden eagles commonly place their nests on cliffs or other elevated locations that provide protection and a clear view of the surroundings.
A golden eagle nest can become enormous after repeated use and additions of new material. Both members of the pair may contribute to nest construction and maintenance. Before eggs arrive, the nest becomes the center of the pair's breeding territory.
Golden eagles usually lay a small clutch, commonly consisting of 1 to 4 eggs, with 2 being typical.
Incubation requires patience, because the developing embryo depends on the parent's warmth.
Both parents can participate in incubation, although the female usually performs most of it.
For the adults, breeding season involves long periods of waiting and constant vigilance.
While one parent incubates, the other may hunt and defend the territory.
Golden eagles hunt a variety of prey, with mammals such as rabbits, hares, and marmots often forming an important part of their diet.
Their powerful talons are specialized for gripping and carrying prey. Their powerful talons are specialized for gripping and carrying prey. Successful hunting becomes especially important when adults must provide food for growing young.
Food brought to the nest can allow the incubating parent to remain near the developing embryo.
Weather can make life in the mountains difficult, but the sheltered nest helps protect the developing egg. After weeks of incubation, a remarkable transformation is finally nearing its end. A golden eagle begins life as a small, helpless chick, very different from the powerful adult it will become.
During its first days, the chick depends completely on its parents for warmth, protection, and food.
The father continues bringing food, while the mother remains closely associated with the young chick. The chick cannot tear apart prey itself, so the parent must prepare small pieces that it can swallow.
For now, most of the chick's life consists of sleeping, eating, and growing. The exposed nest demands constant awareness from the adults.
Every new morning brings the chick closer to independence.
Wing exercises begin surprisingly early, long before the chick is capable of flight.
Growth is rapid during the first weeks, as feathers gradually replace the soft juvenile down.
The chick's developing feathers will eventually become the tools that allow it to conquer the sky.
Curiosity is already shaping the young eagle's understanding of its environment.
The young eagle spends hours observing its parents.
Many of the behaviors that will later become instinctive are also developed through experience and observation.
As the chick grows, its food requirements increase dramatically. When two chicks hatch, competition for food can be intense, especially when prey is scarce. Food availability can strongly influence which chicks survive and thrive.
The parents cannot remain at the nest every moment. The chick must gradually become comfortable on its own.
Mountain winds provide an early lesson in the forces the young eagle will eventually learn to master.
Soon, this view will no longer be something the chick simply watches. It will become its world.
As the young eagle becomes stronger, its parents' behavior becomes increasingly important to its development.
Those powerful talons must eventually become precise hunting tools. Its strongly curved beak is designed for tearing flesh from prey. Balance is another essential skill, especially for a bird that will eventually land on narrow mountain ledges. With every exercise, the flight muscles become stronger. Hopping, jumping, and wing flapping are all part of the preparation for the first flight.
The young eagle watches every movement of its parents, even though much of its future hunting ability will ultimately depend on its own experience.
The first flight is approaching, but timing matters. A favorable breeze can make the difference between a controlled glide and a dangerous fall.
The young eagle is now physically capable of flight.
Then, after weeks of preparation, the moment arrives. The young golden eagle takes its first flight.
The first flights are far less graceful than those of an experienced adult.
The parent remains nearby while the young eagle begins discovering the three-dimensional world beyond the nest.
At first, flights are short and closely connected to the nest.
With repeated practice, confidence grows quickly.
Soon, the young eagle begins following its father into the open sky. From above, the territory that once seemed enormous becomes a landscape the young eagle can explore. Landing accurately is another skill that improves with every attempt. Flying requires energy, so young eagles spend considerable time resting between flights. The next challenge is learning how to locate prey from high above. Exceptional eyesight allows a golden eagle to detect movement across difficult terrain.
Learning to control speed and direction during a descent takes practice.
Not every hunt succeeds. Failure is a normal part of learning. Experience gradually teaches the young eagle which opportunities are worth pursuing. An experienced adult has the precision that comes from years of practice.
The young eagle follows and explores, building its own knowledge of the territory.
Eventually, the young bird becomes capable of handling food without parental assistance.
Juvenile golden eagles look different from adults and do not immediately develop the complete golden appearance of mature birds.
The helpless chick from the nest has become a young predator, capable of crossing the mountains alone.
The young eagle gradually spends more time away from the nest.
Exploration helps young eagles learn where food and safe resting places can be found.
Successful hunting depends on timing, patience, and precise control.
Eventually, practice produces results. The young eagle makes one of its first successful independent hunts.
Its powerful feet allow it to carry surprisingly substantial prey, relative to its own body size.
The young eagle's dependence on its parents is gradually fading. Eventually, young golden eagles disperse and begin exploring territories beyond their birthplace. For adults, life continues to revolve around territory, food, reproduction, and survival. Territorial displays warn competitors that the area is already occupied. Aerial maneuvering can settle territorial disputes without direct physical contact. Winter brings another challenge. Prey becomes harder to find, and weather can become severe.
Dense plumage and behavioral adaptations help golden eagles withstand harsh mountain conditions.
Even in winter, the search for food continues. The pair remains connected to the territory that has supported them through the seasons. As seasons change, the cycle of golden eagle life begins again. For a successful pair, another breeding season may bring another generation into the world. Somewhere beyond these mountains, a young eagle is beginning a life of its own. From a fragile chick in a clifftop nest to a master of the open sky, the golden eagle's life is shaped by adaptation, skill, and survival.